Nobody warns you about comfort, because comfort doesn't look dangerous. It doesn't scream. It doesn't bleed. It doesn't threaten you. Comfort looks safe. Comfort looks earned. Comfort looks like success. Until one day, your life is gone. Comfort doesn't destroy you loudly. It erodes you silently. No collapse, no explosion, just time slipping through your hands. And by the time you notice, it's already too late. Comfort is the most addictive drug you've never questioned. Comfort is not rest. Comfort is not peace. Comfort is avoidance disguised as safety. It's the warm bed that keeps you from chasing your future. The easy job that kills your ambition slowly. The familiar pain you choose over the unknown struggle. Comfort whispers, tomorrow. Later. You deserve this. And you listen, because it feels good. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Comfort removes urgency, and urgency is the engine of every great life. Without urgency, days blur, weeks vanish, years disappear. Comfort doesn't steal your life. It lets you give it away voluntarily. Every time you choose comfort, you make a trade. Not immediately, not obviously, but permanently. You trade growth for ease, potential for predictability, greatness for familiarity. And worst of all, you trade who you could have been for who you are right now. Comfort is expensive. You just don't see the bill until decades later. Look around. Most people aren't broken. They're numb, not starving, not desperate, just comfortable enough to stay stuck forever. That's the real danger. Your brain loves comfort. It's wired for survival, not greatness. Comfort means less risk, less effort, less uncertainty. Your brain doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about keeping you alive. And comfort feels like safety. So every time you resist discomfort, your brain rewards you. Dopamine, relief, short-term pleasure. But long-term, decay. Comfort trains your mind to fear effort. And once effort feels threatening, growth becomes impossible. History's greatest men suffered by choice, not because they were unlucky, but because they understood something modern society forgot. Friction creates power. Warriors trained in pain, leaders lived under pressure, innovators worked in isolation, kings slept on cold floors. They didn't seek comfort. They used discomfort as a weapon. Comfort wasn't a reward, it was a weakness. Every empire that collapsed shared one trait: too much comfort, not enough hunger. You live in the most comfortable era in human history. Food on demand, entertainment on command, validation in seconds. And yet, anxiety is everywhere. Depression is rising, purpose is disappearing, because comfort without struggle creates emptiness. You were not designed for ease. You were designed for resistance. Comfort doesn't just affect what you do, it changes who you are. A comfortable man becomes reactive soft, easily offended, easily distracted. A man without friction loses sharpness. He stops testing himself. And when you stop testing yourself, you stop respecting yourself. Self-respect is built through doing hard things when you don't feel like it. Comfort takes that away. The most painful regret is not failure. It's unused potential. It's knowing you could have been more, but chose comfort instead. No one reaches the end of their life wishing they played it safer. They wish they tried. They wish they suffered. They wish they didn't choose the easy road every time. Comfort never built a great life. It only builds a quiet regret. Music strips back, one instrument, slow. Comfort doesn't look like an enemy. That's why it wins. It doesn't attack you, it invites you. And every time you accept the invitation, you move one step further from who you're meant to become. Comfort is not your friend. It's your most patient enemy. Comfort doesn't make you weak overnight. It makes you undisciplined slowly. So slowly, you don't notice it happening. Until discipline feels foreign, until effort feels offensive, until hard work feels like punishment instead of purpose. That's when comfort has already won. Discipline is not motivation. Discipline is pressure applied daily. Pressure to wake up early. Pressure to show up tired. Pressure to do what you said you would do. Even when nobody's watching, comfort removes that pressure. And without pressure, discipline evaporates. A comfortable life teaches you one dangerous lesson. If it feels hard, it must be wrong. That belief destroys futures, because everything valuable feels hard at first. Motivation is born from necessity. When you need something, you move differently. When your back is against the wall, you find strength you didn't know existed. Comfort removes the wall. No urgency, no hunger, no fire. That's why so many people say, I just don't feel motivated anymore. It's not a motivation problem. It's a comfort problem. Motivation doesn't disappear. It gets smothered. Every time you choose comfort over effort, your brain learns quitting is safe. And the brain always chooses what it believes is safe. So the next time something gets hard, you quit faster, then faster again, until quitting becomes your identity. Comfort doesn't ask you to give up everything at once. It just asks, do you really need to push today? And one skipped day becomes a habit. Look at the gap between who you are and who you say you want to be. That gap is not intelligence, not talent, not luck. It's discipline eroded by comfort. Everyone wants results. Very few want the daily discomfort required to earn them. So most people live in the gap forever. A disciplined man doesn't negotiate. A comfortable man does. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a break. I've done enough. Those negotiations feel reasonable. That's the trap. Discipline is built on non-negotiables. Comfort turns everything into a discussion. And discussions delay action. Strong men choose discomfort before life forces it. Cold mornings, hard training, long hours, lonely focus. Not because they enjoy pain, but because they understand something critical. If you don't choose suffering, life will choose it for you. And life's version is always worse. Voluntary suffering builds mental toughness, self-respect, inner authority. Comfort builds excuses. Men today aren't weak. They're overstimulated and underchallenged. Too much comfort, too little resistance. No rite of passage, no test of fire, no demand to rise. So they drift. And drifting feels like freedom until it turns into emptiness. Discipline gives you something comfort never can. Proof. Proof that you can endure. Proof that you can be trusted. Proof that you can lead yourself. That proof builds identity. Comfort erases it. A man without discipline doubts himself. A man with discipline walks differently. Every day you wake up with a choice. Comfort or character. Ease or excellence. Now or never. There is no neutral. You're either getting stronger or softer. Comfort tells you to wait. Discipline tells you to move. One builds regret. The other builds a life worth remembering. Comfort steals discipline. Discipline builds freedom. Choose carefully. Masculinity is not an opinion. It's a function. It's forged under responsibility, struggle, and risk. Remove pressure, and masculinity fades. Strong men were not created in comfort. They were created in scarcity, competition, failure, pain. Comfort sterilizes those conditions. A passive man waits for permission, for motivation, for perfect conditions. Comfort teaches waiting, and waiting kills momentum. Men used to hunt, build, protect. Now many men scroll, not because they're incapable, but because comfort made effort optional. Men feel invisible when they stop earning presence. Presence comes from strength, from competence, from self-mastery. Comfort removes the need to earn anything, so respect disappears. No challenge equals no growth. No growth equals no confidence. Confidence is not affirmations. It's evidence. Evidence that you can endure pain. Evidence that you can finish what you start. Suffering produces that evidence. Comfort destroys it. A man who has suffered voluntarily walks into rooms differently. When men aren't tested, they don't know who they are. So they search for identity in opinions, labels, status, validation. But identity is built through trials, not talk. Comfort removes trials, and with no trials, identity collapses. Men who escape comfort share one trait. They stop asking how to feel good and start asking how to become dangerous again. Dangerous to laziness, dangerous to excuses, dangerous to mediocrity. They choose difficulty on purpose, every day. A man shielded from discomfort becomes emotionally fragile. Small problems feel overwhelming. Minor criticism feels like attack. Because resilience was never built. Discomfort builds thick skin. Comfort builds thin skin. Responsibility brings weight. Weight brings strength. Men who carry responsibility don't ask for comfort. They earn rest. Responsibility sharpens masculinity. Comfort dulls it. You don't think your way back to strength. You act your way back. Cold mornings, hard work, uncomfortable conversations, relentless standards. Edge is rebuilt through friction. Comfort didn't steal your masculinity overnight, but it will erase it completely, if you let it. Comfort makes men forget who they are. Discomfort reminds them. There is a moment most people never talk about. A moment where comfort stops being a phase and becomes a permanent identity. A moment where effort feels unnatural, discipline feels extreme, and discomfort feels impossible. Most people cross that line quietly, and once they do, they never come back. Comfort doesn't trap you immediately. It gives you options. You can still leave. You can still change. You can still push. But every year spent avoiding discomfort raises the cost of escape. Your tolerance for pain drops. Your patience shortens. Your standards weaken. Until one day, the thought of change feels overwhelming. That's the comfort threshold. Cross it, and effort feels like suffering. Stay below it, and suffering feels like training. Most people don't realize they crossed it until life demands something they can't give. People don't stay comfortable because they're stupid. They stay because comfort reprograms perception. Hard work feels unnecessary. Discipline feels extreme. Struggle feels unhealthy. So when someone disciplined appears, they look obsessive, unbalanced, too intense. That's not truth. That's comfort defending itself. Comfort creates a social bubble where mediocrity feels normal, and leaving that bubble feels like betrayal. Balance sounds mature, but balance is often just comfort in disguise. I don't want to overdo it. I just want a normal life. I value balance. What they really mean is, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Great lives are not built on balance. They are built on seasons of obsession. Every exceptional man had periods where comfort was sacrificed completely. Balance comes later, after the foundation is built. Comfort whispers a dangerous lie. You have time, so you delay, you wait, you postpone. But comfort accelerates time. Years pass faster when nothing challenges you. Routine blurs memory, and one day you look back and realize decades vanished without resistance. Urgency only exists where discomfort exists. Most men wake up too late. After a health scare, a breakup, a missed opportunity, a deep personal failure. Pain breaks the comfort spell. But the strongest men don't wait for forced pain. They manufacture urgency. They create pressure before life does. That's the difference between leaders and followers. If you've lived in comfort too long, you don't need motivation. You need reconditioning. You rebuild slowly, one hard thing per day. Cold showers, early mornings, uncomfortable honesty, physical exertion, not to punish yourself, but to remind your nervous system who's in control. Discipline returns through repetition, not intensity. At some point, discomfort becomes familiar, then preferred, then respected. You stop asking, "How do I feel?" and start asking, "What needs to be done?" That shift rebuilds identity. Men who escape comfort don't chase happiness. They chase capacity. Rebuilding is lonely. Comfort friends won't understand. Comfort environments will resist you. They'll say you're changing, that you're extreme, that you're doing too much. They're not wrong. You are doing too much for a comfortable life, but just enough for a meaningful one. There's another line on the other side of comfort. Once crossed, you can't go back. Discipline becomes natural. Standards become non-negotiable. Comfort becomes suspicious. That's when you win. Comfort isn't evil, but unchecked comfort is fatal to greatness. The longer you stay, the harder it is to leave. Comfort gives you peace now and regret later. There comes a moment, not for everyone, but for some, where a man stops asking, "How do I feel today?" and starts asking, "What is required of me?" That moment separates boys from men, followers from leaders, drifters from builders. Comfort cannot survive that question, because comfort only exists when responsibility is optional. The man who accepts responsibility doesn't need motivation. He moves because he must, and must is stronger than want. Men who escape comfort don't rely on inspiration. They live by a code, not written, not spoken, but enforced daily. A code that says, "I do hard things because they are hard. I move first, think later. I don't negotiate with weakness. I don't wait to feel ready." Their mornings are uncomfortable on purpose. Early wake-ups, cold air, physical strain. Not because it's trendy, but because it reminds the nervous system, I am in control. Comfort hates routine. Discipline thrives in it. Most people structure their lives around comfort. Elite men structure their lives around friction. They ask, "What makes me sharper? What forces growth? What exposes weakness?" And then, they build their days around those answers. They don't remove stress. They manage stress. Because stress, when chosen, becomes strength. Comfort asks, "How can I make this easier?" Greatness asks, "How can I make this demand more from me?" Routine removes choice, and choice is where comfort hides. When something is scheduled, emotion is irrelevant. Mood doesn't matter. You execute. Routine trains obedience to your own standards, and a man who can obey himself cannot be controlled by comfort. Chaos favors weakness. Structure favors strength. Comfort survives on negotiation. I'll do it later. I'll skip today. I deserve rest. Strong men remove the option. They decide once and never revisit the decision. No debate, no internal argument, no emotional bargaining. Non-negotiable standards eliminate hesitation. And hesitation is comfort's favorite opening. Most people try to escape comfort while still protecting it. They want discipline, but not discomfort. Growth, but not sacrifice. Confidence, but not pain. That's impossible. You don't add discipline to a comfortable life. You replace comfort with discipline. One cannot coexist with the other. Freedom is expensive, not financially, psychologically. Freedom costs lonely mornings, uncomfortable honesty, social misunderstanding, delayed gratification. That's why most people never experience it. They mistake comfort for freedom until they realize they can't leave it. Comfort is a cage you decorate. Freedom is a road you earn. One day, you'll notice something strange. Discomfort won't scare you anymore. You'll wake up early without resistance, do hard work without drama, face pressure without panic. Comfort will still exist, but it won't control you. That's mastery. Not over life, over yourself. If you stay long enough, your posture changes, your voice steadies, your eyes carry weight. People feel it, not because you speak louder, but because you've proven something internally. Self-respect is magnetic, and comfort can never produce it. Comfort is patient. It will wait for you to get tired, to get distracted, to get emotional. It will whisper, "You've done enough." That's the most dangerous sentence a man can believe. Enough is where decay begins. You will suffer either way. The question is how: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, the pain of effort or the pain of wasted potential. Comfort offers relief now, but it collects payment later with interest. Comfort never built a great life, not once, not ever. Every man you admire paid in discomfort first. Choose the pain that builds you, or accept the comfort that erases you.